Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Little bit different feel tonight. Boss man's out doing the day job at some conference, allegedly.
That's what he says. I don't believe it, but
He might be suffering a little bit though, because I heard they're not playing golf till tomorrow, allegedly. But
okay.
we do have a show for you folks. Enough picking on Tony. Damon's got some cool stuff
Yeah.
ready to go. So
We're gonna see if we can't fire this thing up right after this.
Welcome to the Dude Network, where we chill and unwind. Food, sports, entertainment, the best of its kind. Grab your buddies, have a seat, let's have a good time. 4 nights a week, we'll make sure you feel just fine. Join us as we dive into the coolest trends. Dude Network, where the fun never ends. Dude Network, where the fun never ends. Hanging out with the dudes and dudettes. Talking about the things we love, no regrets. Tune in, relax, and let the good vibes flow. The Dude Network, the place to go.
I gotta redo that video again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna write myself a note. I need
No.
this need to be updated again.
Yeah. It wouldn't
Yeah.
hurt. It wouldn't hurt throwing new clips here and there.
Right. And I realize there's a foodie show in there, a late night parlay, and like
Yeah.
there's enough shows of everybody to not have other
Sure.
shows in their thing.
There
And I
you
think
go.
my mindset was this is like the pilot,
Right. This is the
the
this is the
umbrella.
umbrella that covers
Right,
everything.
yeah. But
Right.
come on now, Johnsy. What are you doing over here?
So how man, we get free reign? Did we get free reign for all 3 shows this weekend?
I know, folks. The inmates are running the asylum. Like that's the situation you guys get to deal with for not 1, not 2, but all 3 shows this weekend. Whoop, whoop.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You get to see
Right.
these ugly mugs.
Hey.
These guys again. Jeez.
Right.
They didn't even change clothes.
Yeah, they will be on to us for that. That
Yeah.
is
Eventually somebody's gonna call it out.
right.
They're like, damn, do y'all even wash all weekend? Or do y'all just like go hardcore podcast all week?
The dirtiest pot on the net. That's a clip.
So
That's a clip.
absolutely.
So what's up, man?
Hey, no, living the dream, man. Hope I don't wake up.
Indeed.
Yeah, man. It's been good, man. We went out of town, took a little out of town trip.
Yeah.
Nice, quiet getaway. It was the best. It was a small little town, kind of touristy town, but
Hey,
I mean,
it's
for the
all
most
good.
part,
Yeah.
it was not touristy because the tourists wasn't there at the time.
That's what me and Kim do. Yeah, that's what Kim and I do. Exactly.
So, summertime I can see it. Summertime I can see it popping.
Right.
Because there's a couple, summertime activities that goes around, but for the most part, I mean, it was very quiet. But it was an old German town.
Oh, cool. Yeah. There's a old Swiss. Is it Swiss? Man, I'm probably gonna offend Norwegian, Swiss. Oh man, I can't remember off the top of my head now. Called Ferndale, way up in Humboldt County, up north, and it's pretty cool. Oh, actually, they filmed that movie there with Jim Carrey, that the one who was like the actor at that play.
Oh, I don't know.
Like that old theater house thing, the old theater movie house thing is in that town, Ferndale.
Okay.
The Majestic. I've never even seen it, but I
ain't never heard of it.
Yeah. Yep, that's what it is. So the Majestic is the theater and a lot of it's still really all like original looking, if not original still.
That's cool. Yeah, you'll be amazed at these smaller towns because we were sitting there and I was looking up different stuff, and like you talking about the movies, Smokey and the Bandit, the original one, the very first one, was filmed on one of the roads and stuff, right outside of that town.
Yeah, like right up the road from me.
Yeah.
Going towards Jamestown, Sonora, they did a bunch of filming for Back to the Future 3, the Western one.
Nice.
A ton of it. Actually, if you go to the Jamestown rail yard, like historical rail yard park thing, they have a caboose, an old caboose car, and you walk in, and it's all the movies that have been filmed, like in our little area.
Yeah,
mostly all old Western or old, that old prairie, old West type film stuff. Yeah, and then Back to the Future. I feel like there was. Anyway, yeah.
When you brought, I made a note of it because, like, towns and movies. Because I mean, think of how many small towns where movies have been made and what movies were.
Yeah. Good call, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you wrote it down.
I wrote it down. Yeah, because it was just like going with it, like the movies The Strangers, with Liv Tyler. It was filmed actually probably 10 minutes from my house.
Oh, that close?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I was actually...
Bro, that was like the last movie that scared me. Like, made me jump a couple times.
Yeah, because it was too realistic.
Right. But at the very end, bro, Kim had slowly kept sinking down in her seat. And so my elbow kept going farther and farther down. And at that last part, when they walk in the house and she opens her eyes, oh, bro, Kim stood up with holding my hand still. And I went, yeah. So I'm not sure if I was like scared, hurt scared. I'm
yeah, because when they made that movie, I was still on I was still running EMS and fire.
Okay.
And they would tell us out that this road, I'll disclose the road, but this road is going to be closed from this time at night to this time in the morning.
Yeah, from this mile marker to this mile marker, whatever. Right.
Well, they blocked that whole road.
Yeah,
for the most part, because it was a one-way road.
Okay.
Like, you get on one end, you got to go off on the other end. There was no roads that went off of it.
Okay.
So yeah, and it was cool because I mean, you can see the house. Well, let me rephrase it. They filmed at the house and in a warehouse, both 10 minutes away, whichever way you want to go.
Crazy.
So, yeah, but it was pretty cool, interesting to go back and watch it and know where that house is.
Right. Like, yeah, you're like, oh, I kind of saw that all being done.
Well, that'd be cool. That'd be cool when y'all come visit.
Yeah,
that's her favorite thing. We'll ride by the house and just give Kim a little steer.
It was funny because I remember she dropped me off that night. I went with her and the kids, and they dropped me off, and Kim picked me up, dropped me off. When I walked up to the house, the front porch light was off, and it's never off. And I'm like, and like, yeah, I know it's a fake movie. I know there's no one in the house, but I'm like, you mother. Of course, the one night of all of my time living in this house, it's got to be tonight, right?
Oh, jeez.
So I open the door, turn the porch light on real quick, and there's no lights on the house either. Which that's always the entry light is always on too. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, not tonight. Not
so
tonight.
I turn it on. I was step through the door, and I'm like, well, if you're in here, you better come out now, because if I get to you, it's too late. I just went through and checked all the house like a terrified little teenager. I'm like, Brandon, you're such a dork. I didn't expect that truth to come out tonight.
I feel your pain, because I tell everybody, because you brought it, you said that was the last movie that scared you. Not that it so much scared me, but it was like 40 words that they spoke through this whole movie.
Oh, those are so intense, dude.
And like, the fact of it is, it could be reality. So I mean,
right.
That was the thing about
those are the ones that freak me out. Is like, I literally have read stories like this is based off a true story almost.
Right. Pretty dang much.
That could be your neighbor 100%.
Absolutely. So we might have to revisit that. That's a pretty interesting. Yeah, we might rehash that on another
Bro,
time.
we're taking all kinds of notes tonight.
Yeah. See, this is what the inmates do.
Yeah.
Scatterbrain.
Yeah. The ADHD is deeper than me and Tony was this weekend. Or the last weekend.
Yeah. It's on Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, bro, it was so bad. Because we were joking about it so much in the chat that we talked about it afterward. There's like the first like 15, 20 minutes. It's like us like talking about something really awkwardly.
Yeah, because
okay, we finished that one. Okay, cool. And then we squirreled on one for a second, but we brought them both back, and they were like, "Dude, that's like 4 topics we fit." And it was just all like,
Yeah, I'll watch it back and forth on replay.
Just kidding, folks. That was a throwback to one of our first recordings ever.
That's what it was.
We were new.
We didn't know what was going on.
Oh man. And then we started talking about games, and it was like, we look up, we're like, oh crap, we just did an hour show.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was uploading everything that you can catch Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on your favorite audio platform. Yeah, I noticed when I was doing that, it was like 52 minutes. I was like, yeah, they went on for a minute.
But it was like, we can't cut this short. They're finally getting the show out of us.
I mean, at least you give them a heads up. It was like, hey, it gets good after 20 minutes.
Yeah. So, I don't even. No, it probably was about that long. Like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That's what the captain said. It was like 20 minutes.
We don't promise perfection here, folks, but we do
provide entertainment.
We do. No, we don't even guarantee that, but we can generally almost assure you of some heartfelt moments, some laughs, some education, and a little wild fun. We'll put it like that, depending on which show at which time you're tuning into.
True. Very true.
Speaking of show you were tuning into, Damon had a whole show set up for you tonight.
And hey, we still got plenty of time.
No, I know.
I mean, grilling season, the quote unquote grilling seasons.
Right. We know how we feel about that around here.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
I mean, my grills don't stop all winter, so whatever.
Right.
I mean, if that's what they want to call
it.
Like,
literally, you got your open fire pit whatever months ago, and it has been rolling
every day, every other day, every 2 or 3 days, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you got hoodies, and you throw a hoodie on and go out and break the elements. But again, okay, we'll take it back. I'll counterbalance it. Right. I'm in a climate where like 32 degrees is cold, and that's cold for us. There are some people that's in the negative, and they got 2 foot of snow on top of the smokers or grills or whatever. Sure, I get that. That's a little different. Right. So maybe that is the true grilling season for them because they can get outside and not have to deal with that element. So,
although thanks to social media, we see plenty of grillers powering through that too. So I don't know what the excuse is anymore.
I was just trying to be PC. I was trying to be PC.
I know, but I'll just let everybody. This is judgment free. I'm just saying. Take the information we give you, process it in your own way. Take what you need, leave the rest. I'm not ever telling anybody how to live life.
No.
I just highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
About that much. Just take a little bit. But everybody's going to be out. They're going to be out grilling now. Everybody's going to be out smoking now. Smoking meats.
Right. So maybe both.
So maybe both. I mean, partake how you want to partake.
Right.
But do grill accidents just happen by coincidence, or do they just do they happen on purpose? I don't know.
I hope. Well, I mean, my 2 were out of laziness, so I guess that's purpose.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But they were listen, folks. They weren't crazy. I got them out with a little squirt bottle. like basically what you use for spritzing. I spritzed out my fire, so
There you go.
it wasn't anything like what I feel like I'm about to witness.
So, so I had a thing, and I was like, why can't we do something like this? Why can't we like see other people's mistakes or accidents or whatever they might be, kind of like a Mr. Science 3000 style? Sit back, we watch it all together, then we break it down, or we break it down during. But I mean, this is getting broke down.
Oh, these are not going to be great for.
But just a throwback, just so you know, it does happen to like anybody. I mean, hey, let's watch this. I mean, it happened to Tony. If anybody throws back, if anybody remembers, it happened to Tony.
Oh, whoa, that's crazy. I tried to touch you. I tried to touch you, Dad. I tried to touch you. What do you need?
I think that's enough.
What
Like,
do you need?
Yeah, like what do you need?
No.
I think he needs a new grill because all that fire extinguisher that he just threw in there. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's a trip to like wherever to get some pizza real quick for dinner.
That's right.
Yeah. And
But I mean, it happens. I mean,
Oof.
hey, I've had it happen to me. I mean,
I've never had to use the extinguisher.
it was about that close.
Ooh.
And and I looked and I said, if you squirt my grill, then we're gonna have issues. I said, stop for a second. I got it under control.
Yeah, let me deal with this, please.
So backstory of it, hey, I'll admit it, it happens. It was on a pellet smoker, my small 340 Rectech.
Okay.
And we carried it with us when we went on vacation to the Keys. So I got it set up on the condo and everything. You know, we're sitting out and overlooking a little inlet or whatever, cooking. Well, we had friends and family in earlier that week, and I cooked a bunch of burgers. Didn't even think about it.
Right.
So later on in the week, it was just, you know, the immediate family was still there, and we cooked steaks. And I just got the grill grates.
Oh,
from
yeah.
somebody. I was like, well, cool. I'm going to try these grill grates out.
Right.
Smoked the steaks, got them up.
Now let's get this hot.
Yeah. So I threw the grill grates in, turned that bad boy up over 400, threw them in. The next thing I know, it puffed the smoke. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
It puffed another little smoke. I was like, and I opened and it said, whoop.
Yeah.
When it said whoop, it was about a foot or 2 foot from the awning, from the soffit of this condo overhang.
Oh man.
And yeah, we scrambled. But the fire extinguisher was brought out. I said, do not squirt that grill.
Yeah, like
So I shut the lid, pulled the power.
Yeah.
It killed itself and went out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I say, it happens.
So I will say the last one was took me a minute to get out.
Mhm.
I usually clean, used to usually clean after like 4 to 7 cooks. Now, if one or two of those cooks was a pork butt or something really long, then I
Right.
clean it out
Mhm.
because I know there's going to be a pile in there, a little bit at least.
You're right.
And I swear it was only like 3 or 4 cooks in there that weren't nothing long, nothing like that, not even really greasy. But I don't know if it was a rough patch of pellets or something. Like they were, but when I realized that there was too much smoke for how long my smoker had been going and what temperature I was at, and it wasn't on super smoke mode or nothing, I'm like, that's an excessive amount of smoke. Same thing. Woo. No. Well, the pellets were lit and spilling out. It just kept feeding.
Yeah.
And so same thing. Pull the plug, so it just kills it, shuts itself down.
You kill oxygen. You kill oxygen, it kills fire.
Got it all out. But the scary thing is when because I refed like or what's it called? Primed, reprimed my auger, make sure it was all full of pellets. Bro, it was probably like almost half of it. Half the pellets had burned back on them. And I was like, woo-wee, bud. Don't do that to daddy. Oh, so it does happen. It's not.
Yeah, and not naming any names. Y'all threw out the name of mine, but like in this video right here, is exactly what we're talking about. But again, we're not calling out this grill because it happens to all of them.
Right.
That's the smoke.
That's exactly what it looked like. Yeah.
That's exactly the smoke right there.
Not the smoker. Yeah, what Damon's saying.
Yeah.
I was like,
boom.
Mine did not do that.
The lid just boop.
So I would be interested to see if he has food on it or if that's when he was.
No, it did. There was nothing else. That was it.
Yeah, because I had no idea pellet grills can explode.
Yeah, they ignite. Yep.
Because the gases
that's built up inside of it.
Yeah, of the wood when it first burns off is minorly explosive, but most people aren't lighting fires in a container, so no one's don't think about it or experience it. But
right,
yeah. And what's funny is what I find hilarious is every pellet grill that like mine. I know the company my brother-in-law bought. I'm pretty sure yours said the same thing. It says start the pellet grill with the door closed.
Yep. Now they're saying it open. Now they're saying doing it open.
So from the moment I saw that video back in the day, the first one that went around,
yep,
I have started it open. And as soon as it starts like got a good trail of smoke going, then I'll do it. Because I know it's starting to burn. And enough of it's not going to build up enough.
Well, and see, it happens more than what you think because, and I've got 2 big rec techs and a small rec tech. You used to be able to start all of them from your phone, and you could start it wherever you was at.
If you had Wi-Fi and the grill was still, yeah.
If the grill was hooked to your home internet, you could start it from wherever in the country.
Right, my Traeger.
They've taken that feature away now.
No, sorry, Traeger not the same way. Can't start it from the app.
Yep.
Because it didn't want it to be where you butt call people. Well, then you butt started your pellet grill, but you were never going to start it because you only had this much pellets in the bottom, and you knew that, but your phone doesn't.
Right. Sure.
Even though they have shut off features, when it senses no pellets, it'll shut it off for you.
That's right.
Mine gives me high temp. How I figured it out is I had a high temp alarm. I'm looking at it, I'm like, there ain't no way it's that hot in there. I opened it, I was like, the first time when I opened it, I'm like, okay, it's like a little smoky. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Shut it. I let it cool way down, put it, and I was like, rose back up to normal temp, like what I would expect it to. I'm like, cool, put my phone back in my pocket, go back to chit-chatting.
Right.
High temp alarm again. But that time I opened it and it said oxygen. Whoosh.
Thank you.
And I was like, I didn't burn myself for nothing.
Nah.
I've played with fire long enough. I'm not just like.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So so you wasn't playing fire with like these guys right here?
Told you. No, kick it. Stop. Give me water. Stop. It's fire extinguisher. Stop. Fire extinguisher. The
whole house. At least I'm hoping that's the outdoor. Oh my God, John.
The whole house. Just.
Oh my God.
Oh, he got the propane tank out. Look at that fire extinguisher. What are you doing, dude?
He got it right here.
Dude, you're not even doing it right.
Nope.
Aim at the base.
Yeah.
Hold the pin, aim at the base.
But whatever was on fire
Squeeze
on
your
that grill,
fingers,
he
swing
started
side.
soccer balling that thing and kicked it across the house or to wherever they was at.
Bro, it's a good thing he did. Have you ever seen a propane tank explode?
No, I'm talking about the tank. Whatever was on the grill cooking was on fire, and he kicked it across wherever they was at in the house, and that's what set everything on fire.
What an idiot!
Yeah, see what?
Hold
What?
on. No, there's...
He's kicking it.
Stop. Give me water.
Oh, he's
And they're telling him, don't kick it, don't kick it, don't kick it.
What an idiot. Oh, he picks it up, sets it down, and starts stepping on it and drag. Yeah.
Stop. Give me water.
Give me water.
Hey, $5, that's a friend, and not even a
Oh,
person
yeah.
who says, I got you, bro. And they're like, you just.
Well, what
set
got
me
me
back.
was like,
Oh, of course
these
he's on
guys
fire
had
now.
these guys had to be drinking all night because that one cat was just standing there like, cool, it's a fire.
Right, and the lady who walks past, she's saying things. She's just like,
Yeah. Y'all some idiots. Well, at least these people right here left the food on the grill.
oh boy.
Hey, I love some chicken wings.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's the little extra crispy ones right there. A little extra crispy.
Bro, he had that one pile up on top that was done.
Like he was trying to save it.
Like they were done already.
Yeah.
And so he had him up there just like staying warm while he finished the char on the last one. There's
Yeah.
a straight, like one of the joints. If you look in that video, it's straight already white ash. Oh my! Hey, that takes those bat wings to a whole new level, right there.
That's exactly what I thought about bat wings. Oh,
I would be so bummed out. I
Yeah.
would be. I've never. I bet. Oh,
yeah,
hold
don't,
on.
don't,
Yeah,
don't.
pull that
yeah,
back. Pull that back.
yeah.
I gotta make sure.
Well, I was gonna say not even that. Just don't jinx yourself about it.
Well, I tried a poor man's burn ends one time, and whatever I did not work.
I got you.
They never got softer than like the front of a Converse. Like I'm like, what is happening to these, dude?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
all.
yeah, I don't know, dude. And still to this day. So that I go, oh, maybe it's because I left them in kind of big chunks.
Mhm.
I've seen people do that.
Right.
And I was like, oh, you got to do it in little chunks, or you got to leave it in the whole thing like a brisket or whatever.
Yeah.
I have literally seen every way, even the way I tried.
Mhm.
And it works for other people. I'll get my burn ends the right way. Off a brisket, whenever I cook one, or pork belly.
Yeah.
Other than that, and I'm here to tell you right now, pork belly burnt ends I prefer them calling them meat candy, because burnt ends, there's a reason it's called a burnt end. How it gets to that and all that stuff is something. You can't, so these hot dog burn ends or Bologna loaf burn ends. Get
Here we go.
out of here with that business.
Yeah, I think that quote unquote trend of calling everything burn ends is kind of slowly dissipating.
I really hope
I have not seen it in a while, but I'm with you.
Now, if you said, dude, I'm literally like this. If you said like in the style of burn ends,
True. That's
okay.
The verbiage you use, yeah.
There is no such thing as a hot dog burn end, bro.
I've seen somebody do like a turkey.
A hot dog burn end is when you were a kid, you microwaved it for too long, and it looked like your uncle's blowed out cigar end.
Right, that's right. And you put some barbecue sauce on it now.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's be real here.
Right, so we got hot dog bites.
Hot dog bites, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what are we gonna start calling those little smokies? Are those?
Oh, I've seen it.
No, stop it.
I have seen it. The old school way, your grape jelly and your barbecue sauce, putting it in the crock pot, they call that junk burn-ins. I seen it.
No,
I seen it.
I'm sorry. I have to Shark Tank you. I'm out.
Out of the crock pot.
I am out. That you cannot take
But
nostalgic food that people have been making for generations and just be like, it's burn ends.
But
About to burn your end.
what are they doing exactly what we're talking about? Are they clickbaiting us to get that right there?
I mean,
I will admit,
I have been sucked into a few. No, it's a marketing scheme. That's all it is.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, we're getting punked. We're getting played.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what pisses me off even more. Shame on you.
So here's one. I hadn't listened to the whole thing, but these ladies was having a time on this grill here.
Still cook. Look at the degrees on here. It's 550.
Okay, shut off the grill.
Did.
Ooh,
I'm afraid to open it.
that's hot.
550 is a little hot.
Do you want me to open it?
Especially on a gas grill. Uh-oh. Oh, no, you don't. Don't do it. Oh.
It's all burning. Do you have a extinguisher? No.
We don't have a fire extinguisher?
Oh,
yeah.
There it is.
Oh, she said call the fire department.
I mean it.
She said call the fire department.
You can look right there, bro. There is flame in the crack down below.
Yes, I see it.
Call the fire department. Holy cow.
We should call the fire department. I mean
Alright.
it.
She ain't playing. You better call the fire department.
Bro. So I had a grill that we drove to a work site one time, and I used the gas. It was one of those small mini offsets with a gas double thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And my old boss gave it to me, and I used the gas side like 3 times on the job site. You know, cooking burgers or whatever for the guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then one time I like looked down, and there was like this little part where grease was getting down. Well, it had caught on fire and was now melting the propane hose line. And so, yep, we're done with that.
Oh boy.
So on a job site, which would just went off so amazingly, right?
Oh boy.
Hello, call from OSHA.
That's why.
And the city and this and that and the boss losing my job, you know. But yeah, I ended up ripping the guts out and made it like a pit on that side anyway.
Heck yeah. There's always a purpose for some kind of grill.
Right.
So we saved the best. I say the best for last. I saved the most interesting one for last. Because we've seen pellet grills catch fire. We've talked about pellet grills catching fire.
Right.
We've seen gas grills catch fire. But I've never seen an offset catch fire like this. That's rolling. That's rolling on an offset. That's rolling hard.
Oh, dude, look at that smoke coming out. Oh my gosh, and it's just burning everywhere.
It's totally on fire.
Is the metal's on fire at this point?
Yes. Yeah, like I said, I've never seen an offset fire like that. Something's gonna warp. Something's warping.
Dude, there's no way, bro.
So we wasn't picking on the pellet grills.
That didn't look like one you go get at Home Depot or Ace or Lowe's or whatever. That looked like a little bit more of a pricier one. And
I was going to say that looked almost like a 250 gallon or something.
It is rapidly on its way to being worth less than the Blue Burke. To be perfectly honest, shout out to the original. Shout out to the original.
Yeah.
Which, hey, speaking of true story about the Blue Burke, we got the fire being at a cheap grill. We got the fire a little too hot in one back corner, and it started bubbling the paint off on the outside. So
It did.
we could have had disaster, but nay, folks, we know how to adapt and overcome.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of adapting and overcome,
Right.
I hope we do for the rest of the weekend because
Amen.
We've got a lot to cover.
Right.
And
There's
again,
quite a few.
We've been left alone. That's all I'm gonna say. So if you've liked tonight, then tune in for the other two shows. See ya.